think I am on live now. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, fellow CEOs. Good evening, wealth partners. Thank you for making time to stop by the filling station this evening and get some fuel. We call this the journey of the affiliates, and it's a fuel station for all CEOs in the business. So you're welcome, and just indicate your name, where you are, your name and where you are connecting from. And this evening, we're going to have some exciting time together. We are going to take some fuel that will get us to the next destination as we continue on this journey. So indicate please where you are connecting from, your name and where you are connecting from. This evening we'll be talking about how to rank up and why should you rank up. All right, so um, if you are a leader on this page, please share the link and let your team members join this because it's going to benefit them really good. So you may send them messages. I hope you've done that. You can do a reminder and get them on the call right now to get to take some fuel as we go on. They will need this. Okay. So in tonight we will not be talking about any we will not be dwelling on the technical part or the soft where part, the services and stuff like that. Our focus this evening is going to be on the affiliate, the one who is interested in the project because of the business or because of the opportunity that it gives to us. Okay, not only because of the service, okay, because you might be so don't get confused if you are on this call for the first time. If this is the first time you are in our meeting, a training like this, I want to say welcome, but I don't know where you've been. Maybe you are just starting the business. That's a good way to get started. All right, so just as in a traditional certain job, all right, or in a traditional job situation, all right, we aspire to go up. Maybe you started a company and you started from just sometimes I've heard a story that someone started as a gate man or something like that, and then they rose from that position to top management position. So there's everyone has this aspiration of moving up, of advancing, ranking up. Okay, so I just gave a traditional job situation or analogy. And that applies also to our business. And in the traditional job, why would you want to rank up in whatever you do? Why would you want to go up in rank or in position? Because of the benefits and other things that come with it, right? Okay, so in our business, we do same. Okay, so you come on the project, you're looking at moving from one point to the other. And if you are not aware, my slide is not moving. Why? Okay. Why? My slide has stopped All right, so let me stop my slide and then share again. It's a technical problem. All right, so okay, good. So I hope you can see now. So on this project, as you may know by now, we rank up. You've been if you are on some of our platform, and I know if you're on this call, you got to be on one of the platforms. If you are on the platforms or one of these platforms or some of these business platforms, you would have seen by now people ranking up. You would have seen, congratulations, you are copper. Congratulations, you are silver. You are platinum. Oh, this person turned gold and stuff like that. You have been seeing that. Yes, that's in our business. We call it rank up. Okay, advancing in rank. All right. So you on the screen, you can see the ranks display there. We have the lowest rank is copper, all right? And how you become copper, we will look at that. You have the lowest rank is bronze, and how you become bronze, you will look at that. Then you have copper, then we have silver, then we have gold. Gold is the first major rank in the business or on the project. Copper is the first milestone on the project. If you become copper, you have hit the first milestone. If you turn gold, that's the first major rank on our project. Then we have platinum, sapphire, we have emerald, we have ruby, then we go to the diamonds, okay? Then it starts from diamond after ruby. Then you have blue diamond. Then you have triple diamond, okay? Our Ghana team leader, okay, the one that brought the business to Ghana and almost probably most part of West Africa or probably Africa. He's a double diamond on the project. Okay, that's his rank, and we also have triple diamond, not in our market, but as a rank, there's triple diamond. Then we have blue diamond. Okay, in fact, there's a blue diamond in the business globally. There is, I think I know about one blue diamond. I don't know whether there are more than one, but there's one blue diamond globally. Then so far there is no red diamond and there is no black diamond, but black diamond is the ultimate. Okay, so that's how you go up the ladder. That's the steps. Okay, that will take you there. Now, how do you achieve this? How does a person become bronze, a copper, and stuff like that? Now, so on your screen is what we call the rank grade. All right. So it shows you in a table how you qualify for that. So I'll take time to explain it. Sometimes we talk about this in the business presentation, but we don't have time to explain that. We don't go into details, okay? So as you know, I believe by now you will know if you want to be, if you're interested in the business or you want to take advantage of the business opportunity, you know what to do. GotBackup gives everyone the opportunity to build the business. And how do you do that? You are an ambassador. You act like an ambassador of the project, of GotBackup, of the service, and you tell the rest of the world with it. That's what you do. That's what we do. Okay. GotBackup is there offering the service and to say, hey guys, we need hands. And if you can become our hands, our mouth, and share this incredible service we're giving to the world, we will compensate you for that. And there's a beautiful compensation plan for that, which many of you have seen. But we will do a comprehensive training explaining the compensation plan. But this is how you rank up on the project. Okay. So on your screen, you see active users for all counts required. Yes. And what is active user? Now, for you to qualify for any rank or be counted for any rank, whether it's for advancement, for you, or for any partner, you have to be active. Now, to be active means your subscription, okay? If you have subscribed for 1 year, which is $100 for the service, $100 for a year, and then $20 to become a reseller. So the total is $120. Now you have to be for you to be active, meaning your subscription has to be active. It should not have expired. Okay, then you will be counted. Now, if you allow it to expire, that will be a problem because it will you could be losing the opportunity, to rank up or affect anyone who's in your organization or whose organization you are in. So you will not rank up. You because you haven't met the first criteria, which is you must be active. Okay, that's what being active is. Just make sure your subscription is not expired. Okay, so for all ranks, that applies to all ranks. Okay, so bronze. What is a bronze? Who is a bronze? A bronze on the project is someone who got on the project and got backup, got a subscriber there, one subscriber through them. Okay, got backup, acquire one subscriber through this person. Now, this person would have become by that person will be, if that is you become a bronze just by having one person get on the GotBackup project and they and you become bronze. Now, let's be clear on this. This is about, that's when I started to talk about, is about the business. So this is not, we're not talking here about customer subscribers or only customers, okay? People who just want to use the service and not interested in the business. Maybe you have someone that said that only pay $100 for the 6 terabyte of cloud space for 1 year. They did not pay the reseller fee. Now, if that person did not pay the reseller fee, that person is not a reseller. That person is a customer, okay, a product customer. So that doesn't apply here. It's not counted, okay? So, but do you get paid if you introduce such person? Yes, you will get paid, but you don't get paid $50 if the person, or 49.97, let's call it $50. If that person signs on, you get paid $25. Okay, sorry, 25%. Okay, and once that person gets renewed, every time you get residual income. But that person is not allowed or does not benefit from the business. Anything concerning the business, the beautiful business opportunity, they don't benefit from it. And I don't know why would someone want to do that anyway. We need to explain to people properly, because no one with the right understanding of this will want, no, 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 I just want to be, even if you just want to be a customer, you don't want to build the business immediately, no problem. Still pay 120. Okay, approximately $120. $100 will be for the 6 terabyte, and then $20 is the reseller fee. Pay the reseller fee. Why? Because what if you are using GotBackup? Your cousin or your brother, sister walks into your house and say, bro or sis, I just lost everything this weekend on my computer, all the information, I lost everything. I'm so down. Why? Because my computer crashed and I couldn't retrieve anything. And you are using GotBackup. What will you tell that person? You you will be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm using something. If this had happened to me, I would have all my stuff backed up. But your sister, your brother, you know, didn't know about that. Now, will it be a good thing to share that with them and they say, oh, really? You are using that? Oh, okay, what is it? And you talk about got backup and say, oh, I am interested. I want to get it. Now, would you be happy if that your sister or brother gets the get on the got backup or gets the got backup package, all right? And got backup pays you? Will you be happy for that? Of course, who wouldn't? Now, you wouldn't have the right or you wouldn't have the opportunity to get paid for that if you are not a reseller. You understand? So you could be just um, missing out on that. And who wouldn't want to at least get their money back from what they are? So always, whether the person is interested in building the business or not, it is always good to sign up as a reseller. The difference is only $20 a year. Okay. So in whilst using it, you could be enjoying it. You could get your colleagues sign up, you could get your friends sign up, family members all sign up, and they will be happy, for you for doing that. I mean, you show them that. So always get them to sign up on that. So um, let's look at then who becomes a copper. A copper is someone who got two people sign up on the project. All right. Um, how much did they pay? $120 each. They got signed up on the project, and you are a copper. Now, there's a caveat here. Sometimes you may even sign up 5 people and you are not a copper. You know why? Because, all right, I come back to that. You will not be a copper because to become a copper. Now, if you see here, there's the heading here, the third heading, when you look at this table. The first heading is the rank. The second heading is personally enrolled user. Now, against copper, you see 2. Then you have the third heading says placement. Now, you see 1L and 1R. What does that mean? It means one should be placed, minimum one should be placed on your left and one should be placed on your right. You'll be asking, what is my left and what is my right? Now, the system, when you sign up and you will be giving a virtual office, when you get to your virtual office, now, all of these things are, you don't need to worry about it. The system, GotBackup infrastructure, has all of it set up for you. Now, when you sign up, you are considered, you see this, let me use this to demonstrate. So you see this account here. Now I had to use one of, my family accounts. Oh, okay, because I think it was too late for me to have requested for the demo account. So that's why I had to just put off um, cover the faces and the name of the account, but because this is a public presentation. So um, this let's take let me use minimize this. Okay, so you see this. Let's say this here. This was you. This is you here at the top. I hope you can see. Now, just in between here, you have a line, and this line is demarcating left from right. So this here is your left side, and then this here is your right side. Now, if we want to find, so in between here, now I can demarcate here. All of what will come, all of this on this side is the left side of this person, and all of this is the right side of this person. So what the system is saying, for you to become a copper, all right, you must have placed, if you have two customers who came on board because of you, you will place them in your organization, because for the business purpose, that's how we do it. You place them in an organization, in your organization. You could be building a huge organization with thousands of people over the years. So you would, as you go on, you will be placing people left side, right side, under people under you in the organization, and you can build a huge organization of subscribers, and that's how you get paid using certain formulas the company has in the business. Okay, so you place this person on the left. This person is placed on the left of this account, and this one is placed on the right of of your account. So that's what they mean, left and right of the account. Now, is it possible to have brought in 5 people and you are not a copper? It's possible. 6 people? Yes. That means you place all of them on one side, and it may not be a bad thing to do. If you have those people somehow interrelated, you may not want to separate them. Okay, it's possible. So you can say, let me put all of them together. After all, yeah, you know you're getting more people anyway, so you can place them. So what if you had, you talked to a husband, you spoke to a wife, and you spoke to a son, all right? They're all one family, all right? You spoke to each of them. Now, would you want to place one person on the left, one person on the right? No, it is not wise to do. You want to place them under each other. In that case, you will not be a copper immediately, but don't worry. Okay, you can become copper later. I mean, have another person that's not connected to those people. Now you can place them on the other side, and you can build your business. So just that was just a little advice for free. Then how do you? So it's very important to place on the left and right. Then you are a copper. Then how do you become silver? You become silver when one of those 2 people, all right, becomes a copper, all right? Then you automatically, you don't have to do anything else to become silver. Once the first person becomes a copper, out of those 2 people or 3 people, how many people you have, any one of them becomes a copper, you automatically become a gold. Then then you automatically become a silver. Then we have gold. Gold says, if you look at the personally enrolled user, it says you must have a minimum of 5. Minimum of 5. You can have more, but the minimum requirement is 5. And if you look at the placement, you must have placed at least 2 on the left and 2 on the right. You may have more placed there, 5 on one side and the other, but minimum must be 2. What if you have just one place on the other side and you have several on the on another side? No, it wouldn't qualify you to be gold. Okay, so this is important, and it it starts. Let me start from gold because gold is the first major rank. It is most likely that this training will have a part two because we will have an abridged version of the training because immediately after this training we have a business presentation just on top of the hour. Um, so the requirement is minimum 5, but guys, you must always try to go beyond the minimum requirement. Always. And the reason is um, just as you rank up, you must know you can also rank down because there is a requirement for ranking up, and you must have minimum 5 personally enrolled people. And a key word here is active enrolled people. What if one of your enrollees just terminate their subscription? You are left with 4. And do you qualify when it comes to personally enrolled? No. So if you were gold, you could be ranked down to silver because one of your enrollees subscription got terminated or canceled. Okay, but if you had 7, 8, and one of them gets canceled, you still have more than 5. So you stay within. So another advice is always try to get to achieve more than the barest minimum. The minimum is 5, but go beyond 5 to get qualified. And you will see something called copper per line of enrollment. Okay, I'll explain that very shortly. So to become gold, you must have 3 coppers, 3 coppers, and you must have a total team of 25 people in your organization. Directly by you? No, not necessarily so. They can be people, they will be people by you and the people who you brought into the business. But you must have a minimum of 25 as well. Now, this number could be affected if your number, if you have affiliates from your organization subscription being affected, okay, become inactive. Remember, you need 25. Now, if you have one member of that group of 25, if you assuming you had exact 25, all right, and one member withdraws their subscription, or their subscription got expired and they did not renew. Now, will you stay? Will you remain as gold? For that requirement, if it's only 25, now it become 24. And for you to be gold, you need minimum 25 in your tree. Okay, the tree enrollment tree is, let's say you brought in A, you brought in B, you brought in C, and you brought in D. Okay, you directly brought them, personally enrolled them into the GotBackup project. Now, they brought in 2 people each. Now, your A, B, C, and D plus those 2 people are considered to be your enrollment tree. Okay, is it clear? That's your enrollment tree. All right. So it's always good to go above the minimum which is required. Now, let me explain the line of enrollment here. So there is one to explain the line of enrollment. But I won't go into details now because I want to go to the next slide quickly because of time. That just simply means 3 line, you must have, you may have several coppers, okay? And in this case, if you see here, this demonstrates you know the the different line of enrollment. So if you look at the gold, the major rank, which is gold, all right, all the greens there, the green circles are the people you directly brought in. Those are your direct line of enrollment. Okay, the one in green. Now you see some, you see L means they're on your left, and then R means it's on your right. Okay, then you see the C, the red, circle, and with a C, it means those in your organization, those are the coppers. Okay, so you must have three coppers in your minimum, three coppers to become gold. Now, it doesn't have to be the people you directly brought in. It could be the people that you brought in, or the one that they brought in, or the one that the others, down the line, just like that. But they must be in different line of enrollment. When we're talking about commissions, we will explain that further. But that's how, so that's the line of enrollment. Now, let's go to how you become. All right, so that's the same thing follows platinum. You must have minimum 10. Sapphire also minimum 10. Emerald minimum 10. And there are other things that make the difference. Okay. How do you move from gold to sapphire? Now you must know this on the project. Push to become gold. Okay. From silver to gold, you need to put in a lot of effort. Everywhere you need to put in effort, but you need to work really hard from silver to gold because the number stretches up to 25 from just 2, okay, or 4. It stretches now to 25, okay? But guess what? Once you hit gold, it is so much easier to go to the next rank, which is platinum, because they all require personal enrollment 10, 10, 10. And then in terms of your enrollment tree, from 25, if you have an additional 15 added to that 25, which makes it 40, and in terms of line of enrollment, you just need to add one more to make it 4 lines of enrollment. All right, you are copper. Sorry, you have 4 coppers now. You are platinum. Now, what about from platinum to sapphire? Also much easier. You only need 10 more to be added to your enrollment tree. It could be from you or the people in your organization, okay? And just have added to that another copper in a new line of enrollment. So remember, you have here 10. It requires just 10 direct for platinum, 10 that minimum I'm talking about, and then minimum for sapphire, and then minimum for emerald. Okay, but everyone that have achieved this, they have all have had more than 10 as their personally enrolled people. Some have 30, some have 40, and stuff like that. You always want to have more. Okay, so what's the incentive to rank up? Okay, now let's go there. Oh, where am I here? All right, so in terms of ranking up, we have the benchmark which we need to use, which will take us to where we want to go. But what is the incentive to rank up? Now, this is the incentive to rank up. Okay, because when you rank up, just like in a traditional job, when you go up in position, in title and stuff like that, it adds something to your status. Okay, sometimes you have a better office, you have salary increment, you have some bonuses, you have dressing bonus, you have or clothing bonus, you have fuel bonus and stuff like that. So the the incentive will be all of these bonuses. The same in this business. The incentive to rank up is that it puts you in a better position to earn more, to achieve more, to benefit more. Okay? So a copper here, if you were a copper on the project, if you were silver or a gold, excuse me. When we look at the tier commissions, tier 1 commissions, tier 2 commissions, you will see that tier 1 commission affects copper, silver, and gold. Okay, so if you are a tier 1, so if a tier 1 commission is, let's say, $2 per cycle, so tier 1 cycle, so $2 per cycle. Okay, I mean, I'm just using something. It could be $2, it could be $5, $7, $10, or whatever it is. It could be more or less. But let me just use something that a number. So if it's $2 per cycle, and 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 um, and you are a copper, okay, and you have made one cycle, it means you will earn $2. If you have made 6 cycles, you will earn 2 times 6, you will earn $12. If you have made 10 cycles, you will earn, $20 or stuff like that. If you were um, a copper, no, sorry, a platinum, we start tier 2, okay? Tier 2 cycle starts from platinum. Now, it's the same way, the same formula that is used. The only difference is the amount will be more. In most cases, cycle tier 1 and tier 2 is almost 3 times, tier 2 is almost 3 times more than tier 1 cycle. So if tier 1 is about $2, tier 2 will be approximately $5. Okay? So if you make 1 cycle, you make $5. If you made 10 cycles, you make $10. You made 100 cycles, you make, just multiply that by the number. And people can make hundreds of cycles, okay? As you build the business, you can increase that. All right, so from platinum to black diamond, they all earn tier 2 cycles, okay? Tier 2 cycles commission. Then you have generation commissions. You see the numbers goes up as the rank goes up, even though it shows down here, but it goes up. Then if you notice dynamic compression, you will see it starts from a sapphire. And so if you are a gold, you don't get that. If you are platinum, you don't get that. So you get additional benefits. So that's the reason why you rank up, because you benefit more. You stand to earn more, to gain more. There are other commissions which, which is like the rank pool, also starts from sapphire. Right? It looks like life starts from sapphire in this business. So you have also the leadership bonus. Okay, and some of these stuff are really interesting bonuses or commissions. Leadership bonus starts from ruby. So you will want to move from emerald to ruby if you are a ruby. If you are a platinum, you want to move from platinum to sapphire. Okay, they may all start very small, but as you move on and as the business grows, the income level also grows, and that is the incentive that is required to get to that. Now, how do we move? How do we build? What do we need to do to build, to move from what we have here? Use the 4 benchmark. Now, what's the 4 benchmark? The first one is sign up, get 2 people, sign up on the project. One on the left, one on the right. Two people, okay? Two people. Sometimes may not be placed on the left or right, but just get minimum. When you get them placed on left and right, that's the first step. The next one, enroll two people on the left, two people on the right. Because remember, for you to become gold, all right, you are setting up for gold. You need to have minimum two placed on the left and right. Now, you may have a bigger volume on left and a much smaller volume on the right, but minimum you must have two placed on your left and your right. All right. Then the third one says your user or your two-team tree must be 25. The total number must be 25. Okay, and then you just go ahead and repeat that, and that's how you grow. But the activities that will be required, and I will end with that, is what it doesn't change. Whether is copper, silver, what is bronze, copper, silver, gold, the activities do not change. We still have to prospect. We have to invite people to see the project. Presentation has to be done, follow up and stuff like that. And fortunately, for many of you in your team, in the team we are in, we have a system that can help you make this possible. I hope you take advantage of the system where we have presentations done, we have training happening, and you have the leaders, your leader, who is there to help you with follow-ups, with closing, and with the sign-up. And when all of that, what do you get? Money happens. And that's how you do duplication. So guys, because of time or the brevity of it, we will want to conclude our training here today on the why do you have to rank up and how do you rank up? That's how you rank up and why you have seen the motivation. But there's more to talk about, but the brevity of time will not allow us to do that. So we will want to we want to say thank you for your time. And we want to transition right now as soon as possible. You have about 5 minutes to send a reminder to your prospect for the presentation next, which is the business presentation. So I want to say we will draw our curtains here and thank you for showing up and see you at the next date at the Full Station. Take care and God bless. Let's remind our prospects now and get in the next meeting, which is our business presentation. So, bye. See you on the other side.